Zach,
All right. Hi, everyone. This is Zach Rocha, a advisor from CSSE.
and my name is Peter Asme. I'm also an advisor for CSSE.
Today, we'll be going over a few things. First off, we'll be going over key registration months. We'll be going over CSSE advising services. Most of that is all offered online right now because of COVID-19. And with the CSSE website, we will be talking about impaction criteria, moving from pre-major to major. And then we'll finish off with course planning, learning how to use the MyMap and degree evaluations, which are very important tools for selecting your courses and graduation requirements. So the key registration months for spring registration, that takes place in November. For fall, that takes place in April. And for summer, that takes place in March. So it's very important to keep this in mind. Yeah. For CSSE advising services, again, all of that is only online at the moment. If you would like to make an appointment with a peer advisor to get help selecting courses or learn more about graduation requirements, you want to click this link right here. And we will also be talking about a couple of resources that's in the website, such as impaction criteria and curriculum guides. So now let's move over to the CSSE website. So here you can see at the top, again, we have our advising services link. And you can see as we scroll down, there's a couple of workshops that get posted here, which are very useful if you would like to do some workshops, more workshops. And you can see that we have a couple of notices on advising months. This is taking place in fall of 2020. So we're talking about the spring 2021 taking place in October. So continuing down, you can see that we talk a little bit about fairs for College of Engineering, which is also helpful if you would like to attend one. So here we have info on how to contact Teresa Garcia and Donovan. These two are very useful. Donovan is the Student Affairs Coordinator, and Teresa is the Assistant Dean of College of Engineering. If you ever want to reach out to them for very like questions that wouldn't normally be able to be answered other than them, reach out to them. So continuing down, just a little welcome notice. And here you can see again, we have our link for advising. If you don't want to make an appointment with us, you can simply email us at this email here. If you want internship or career help, you would want to reach out to Bianca. You can either set up an appointment with her or reach out to her through this email. And lastly, we have tutoring help. You can click into this link and see the different tutoring services that are offered for various different courses. And you'll be able to see here, based on where we are in school. Right now we're in fall 2020. So here are a few important dates for the fall. Continuing down, we have orientation dates. These aren't relevant at the moment, but for incoming freshmen, this could be very important dates. So going down, we have curriculum guides. Now, these can be very useful to show you exactly what courses are needed for what. And for example, I'll show you the EE guide. And you can see that we go by fall, spring, all the way to when you would finish off school. And you can see what courses are needed for certain courses, which is very useful to not have to go through web portal and see what are prereqs for what courses. You can simply use this guide. Also on here, we have impaction criteria. This is very important for each different major. This shows which courses you need to have in order to enter your major courses. And it's very important to note that in order to enter your major, you need to have a 2.7 GPA or higher, which is a grade of C or better in the courses listed. It is also important to note that there's a retention policy. Engineering pre-majors who have either completed major preparatory courses but have not earned 60 units, but have less than a 2.7 GPA, or earned 60 units but have not completed major preparatory courses and or have less than 2.7 GPA cumulative, may be removed from the pre-major. This is very important to note, so keep this in mind. Continuing down, we have some information on orientation. This was more useful for freshmen. You can reach out to each different, not share, but different people within each department and learn more. This is also some good specs for what kind of laptop you would want in terms of engineering. Normally, you would want to go more towards a Windows. Apple can still work, but normally Windows is usually better for these kind of majors. So continuing down, we again have the link to make an appointment with us and our email. And we also have Donovan and Teresa's contact information. And we also have Damien here, who actually runs the CSSE, and you can make an appointment with him or email him at these links here. So continuing down, we have summer advising, and this is just a lot of just cool little information about the website. And that is about it. So continuing here, I'll leave this off to Peter.
So now that we're on course planning, two things that you're going to need when you're meeting with a peer advisor most likely are going to be your SDSU mind map and your degree evaluation. These two things are very key in figuring out what classes you're going to be taking. So let's start off with the mind map. So let's click the link here. You're going to be taken to this website right here where you're going to select your catalog year, which is the year you start at SDSU. So now you pick the year that you came from, and then you select the major. So let's say we pick electrical engineering, for example. So here it is. You click submit, you wait for the loading. And now you have either a printer-friendly version or you can select another map. But as you can see down here, you have the recommended classes you should be taking at SDSU depending on your year here. So you could either scroll all the way down to figure it out, or you could click here and get straight to it. So when you're trying to figure out what classes you should take or how many units a semester is kind of okay, it's good to kind of stick to these and figure out each semester what you can handle. So after figuring that out, we also have to focus on the degree evaluation. So as for the degree evaluation, once you log on, you'll be set to a website that looks like this, and you have a pie chart with the amount completed and the amount of units you still have left. And as you can see, it'll give you a very detailed information about all the classes you've taken and everything you kind of need to graduate at San Diego State. You keep scrolling down, you'll eventually meet all the requirements that you need, whether it be GPA, classes, each little green, you need to have all of these be green little check marks to make sure you graduate. As you keep going, you can see each class you fulfill, and it fulfills a requirement, fulfills a little check mark here. So as we can, this is again for an electrical engineering major, and this person has managed to fill out everything they needed to prepare to get into the major. So they're switching from pre-electrical engineering to electrical engineering. And once you are in there, you have major requirements you need to fulfill. So as you can see here, this student has most of them done, but they still need 2 courses, which is 6 units from something right here. And as you keep going, it'll give you a detailed explanation of what class you need. And if you click the link, it will take you straight to Blackboard, and it'll take you straight to Sunspot, and it'll give you details of what the class is and like what it entails. So that's pretty much all you need for the degree evaluation in the SDSU mind map. Whenever you meet with a peer advisor, those 2 things are going to be key in meeting with us and making sure we're giving you the best possible solution for your problems.
If you ever have questions for us or anything, again, you can reach out to the provided email or make an appointment with us, and we'll be happy to help you out and answer any questions that you might have.